Hey, what's up, fam? Thank you so much for joining me today, and very, very Merry Christmas to you and your family. If you're here, thank you so much. Don't feel like you have to spend the entire time with me. I know we all have family and other things to partake in today, but should you so happen to choose to want to hang out, I'm going to be here for the next 45 minutes. We're going to cut it a little short today, but thank you and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you and your family. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun today. We're just gonna chill, put on some Christmas music in the background, and have some fun.
This is the income stream to help you achieve your dream. All while we keep it clean. This is the income stream. It's the kind of show where you can come and go, but then you leave inspired with no fee required. The income stream with Pat Flynn.
Ono says there really is a Christmas stream. There's absolutely a Christmas stream because we are on our way to 365 days, and of course this is a day too. And of course I'm very thankful that you're showing up today. I expect a much smaller crowd, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm here even if it was just one person because I just want to connect, say hello, and say thank you, and wish you a very, very merry, healthy, happy day. This is super cool. This is super cool. I do have a picture to share with you, in fact. If I were to share my screen really quick, which I forgot to fix something, but if I share my screen with you, you'll see that we have a picture. And this is the picture that my family and I took this morning. We're all in matching PJs, by the way. The kids have a different saying than I do. I think theirs just says, what does it say? May the force, I can't even see it. But that's okay. Anyway, just super grateful that we're hanging out. Let's put on some Christmas music. How about that? Let me go here and system preferences. We're just going to get some nice tunes in the back. And there we go. Cool. Excellent, excellent. Cool. So, what'd y'all get today? No, Christmas isn't all about presents, obviously. It's about spending time with family, which is why we're here today. But I did get some things. Unfortunately, we had another shipping mishap, so some of the stuff that apparently I was supposed to get didn't show up, but that's okay, because Christmas is not about presents for me anymore. It used to be like the number one thing that I always would wake up to. I'd wake up my parents early in the morning at like 5 in the morning because I just couldn't resist, and of course they would take their sweet little time, and it wouldn't be until like 7:30 or 8 a.m. in the morning. And this morning, I think we got up at like 7 a.m. and the kids definitely got us up first. But we just got ready, and then we unpacked some of our Christmas presents. We had some Cinnabons for breakfast and put on some Christmas music and just opened packages. The kids got a bunch of Pokemon cards, which was really fun, and they're literally in the middle of opening them right now. So if you hear any shouting, it might be because they pulled something good. But for me, I got some really, really fine beef jerky and some other things like that. I like getting food for Christmas. Is that weird that I just want like food, stuff that's going to be consumed and then, you know, is no longer? I think that's the best scenario in my opinion. At least for me, we have everything here that we need. We don't need more stuff. But food, you can always have more of course. And then it doesn't take up any extra space because you eat it, it goes away. You have the same stuff in the house that you had before. That's sort of my my take on it. Let's see. Santa came last night for sure and filled the stockings with some crazy stuff. All kinds of little, like, when Santa comes to our place, he knows that we like little things. From strawberry Altoids to little Twix bars to a pack of cards to, you know, little pencils and pens and, you know, all those kinds of things end up in the stocking. So there's like, I don't know, 20, 30 different things in there. All sort of random, but I think he knows that we like that kind of stuff, which is cool. And then we had a stocking for Jarvis as well. Jarvis is our new dog, and he got a giant sort of narwhal, which you might remember from the movie Elf, and it squeaks. I only wish if it squeaked, it would say, "Hey, buddy, I hope you find your dad." That would have been cool. That would have been cool. Yo, David, should have gotten more coffee over here. I didn't get coffee. I should have got coffee. I didn't have coffee yet. We are 2 hours behind, Pat, and still haven't opened presents. I like kitchen appliances for Christmas. So true about food. I like things that can be used up, too. Yeah, I like that idea. Thank you so much. Let's see. What camera do you use, Pat? I am using a Canon EOS R with a... Actually, I switched out the lens. I don't know if you can tell. It's a little bit different. I can actually make the background even more blurred. This is a 1.4. The one I was using before was a 2.8, but I moved that over to my Pokemon desk for some live streaming and some stuff I might be doing over there. But if I were to... Let's see if I change this even more. Oh, no, okay. So you see how the background looks more clear now? If I go the opposite way, I mean, it can get feeling like it's almost like a green screen. I mean, look at that. That was too much, I think. But it definitely makes me pop. You can see how the blurry background makes you pop. It's kind of interesting. Cool. I can't stick around. I appreciate you all. Thank you for everything, Pat. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. And don't feel like, again, that you have to stick around the whole time. And even if you just wanted to pop in and say hello. Let me go back. Canon EOS R. I like it a little blurry, but not too blurry. Cool. My gift for you won't arrive till next week, says Ryan. Oh, you guys didn't have to get me anything. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you for that. But no, nothing necessary for me. I'm here to give. I have everything I need, but obviously I welcome it. I thank you for it. But don't feel like it's necessary to do that. I didn't hear the kind again. Canon EOS R. Canon EOS R. It's noon, and I'll be opening presents soon. I don't know how you could wait till noon. I always have to have them open before breakfast, even, really. I love the Christmas music. Thank you. It's probably going to get dinged for copyright, but this is Ludwig, which has a playlist that seems to work, and I've seen some other people use it, too. What's up, Karma? Good to see you here. We got Andrew in the house. My gift is the Quaranteam fam and Pat Flynn. Makeup by Antonico. What's up, fam? Good to see you. Makeup by Antonico. We got Scooby Life, Peasant Uprising, Elton, Rex, Caleb McCool, Grandma Goody in the house. Merry Christmas to Grandma Goody. GTO, Elton, let's see, Bernard, Carlos Tacos, John. Welcome in, everybody. Jameen. So, let's just have some fun and chat. We'll maybe play a round or two of brand standing along the way, but really, it's just fun times. Do you guys have any favorite Christmas memories? I'm curious. I haven't even really thought about this yet. But I do have some interesting Christmas memories. I remember when I lived in Connecticut. I don't know if you knew I lived in New London, Connecticut is where I lived. Norwich, to be specific. And one Christmas morning, I drank all this cranberry juice, like ocean spray, cranberry juice kind of thing. Like the dude on the skateboard, like that kind of cranberry juice, right? I think I drank half the entire liter of cranberry juice because it was just, I don't know, it was like Christmas. I wanted juice, apparently. And then, of course, I got a present that was something, I can't remember what it was, but it was something sports related. It could have been a football or a soccer ball or something. So I went outside and I was kicking the ball around and, doing a lot of exercise immediately after drinking a lot of juice like that. Probably not a good idea, because all I remember was as I was coming back into the house, just like throwing up all over the kitchen floor, and it was just like red everywhere. And it was like they weren't upset. It was just like kind of mayhem for a few minutes there. And I do have, like, that was one vivid memory I have of Connecticut. I don't have very many because I moved out of there when I was 6 or 7, but yeah. Wow, I've been gone a long time. Long beard. Thank you. Yeah, it keeps getting longer. This is how we know. We measure it and we're like, oh, we've been here for 281 days, and that's how I know. I mean, eek, Barf City. So that was an interesting Christmas memory. Let's see if there's another Christmas memory. My favorite Christmas memory of all was, again, when I was living in Connecticut. I have a ton of great Christmas memories as of late, but I'm thinking about when I was a kid. My family and we would often travel to New York City because that's where my grandparents were, my dad's parents. And in fact, we were traveling to the Bronx, and when we got there, I remember one thing that they did was they would leave the tree completely bare, like just no decorations or anything. And then you'd wake up Christmas morning and then all these, ornaments and presents are under the tree. And my dad had talked about that all the time, and to experience that was really cool. I miss my grandparents a lot. It was this nice little apartment in, I mean, I don't remember, 30th floor or something of some apartment building. And then we were all opening presents. And I remember, like, I got only one present. And for me as a kid, I would, of course, count presents and see how many I had. So I think Grandpa knew that I wasn't feeling so great. And, looking back, I'm like, it's not about the presents. But, you're a kid, right? And everybody else is getting presents here and there, and, like, you only get one. And my grandpa disappeared for a few minutes. And then he came back with all these boxes, and he gave them to me. And he was like, oh, here's some presents I found for you. And he had gone to his room to just find little trinkets and wrap them and give them to me. And I thought that was really sweet. That was really sweet. And one of those things was, like, it was random. Like, one of them was a tiny little gold stapler, but it was in this nice little box with even, like, felt to kind of, like, encapsulate it. But my treasured piece from that day was this thing that looked like a watch. It almost looked like a pocket watch, but it wasn't a watch. It was a pedometer. And you essentially turn the dial to your stride length. And then as you're walking, it kind of swings back and forth. It's almost like an accelerometer in a phone, but manual, where it would, like, click every time, and it would tell you how far you've walked based on the length of your stride. So, yeah, those are good memories. Thank you for allowing me to share that and relive that with you guys, because that was definitely a fun experience, and I cherish and I thank my grandparents, and I know they're looking down and, hopefully really enjoying the time that they see with our kids, and, that was good times. Super good times. Dr. Severin Bryan, what are you doing? Can't believe you. Pat, thank you for being such a blessing to me and the community. Thanks for the website review. Still tweaking the site, but the changes have been great so far. Great. Well, I can't wait to see the changes, Doctor. And I'm looking forward to, the next round of iterations. And I think that's the big thing here, is realizing that, you got to put something out there like Dr. Severin did, right? And when you do that, you got to realize that, okay, it's not perfect, but it's out there, and that's something to celebrate for sure. But if you can get help or find resources, or even just focus on learning about, okay, where can I go from here, then we can make strides moving forward. And I think that's really important. And I'm just grateful that we have this space to be able to share these things with each other and to do these reviews and have some fun. Sorry for the digging. I keep getting these messages. Merry Christmas messages. What are some of your family Christmas traditions? Yeah, I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours, everybody. So put in maybe one or two of your family Christmas traditions, and I'll read them. Ooh, about to watch The Grinch with Jim Carrey, so I'll be distracted. No worry, Shonda. No worry. Are any of you watching with your family right now? If you are, hello. Good to see you through the TV or the computer screen. I appreciate you for being here. So what are some of our family traditions? Number one, we always go out and drive around and look at the lights, right? So that's not a Christmas Day tradition. That's like pre-Christmas, Christmas Eve, typically the week before. We'll take some drives around San Diego, and there's these places called Candy Cane Lane where we can drive, and like literally every house on the block is lit, and it's really over the top, and it's overdone, and it's spectacular. I mean, some of the houses, you tune your radio to, 98.3, and it's like synced up. The lights blinking are synced up with the music that's playing in your radio in your car. And what was really interesting was that this year, there was nobody in the sidewalks, right? Because everybody was in their cars. And that was actually nice, because even though there was more traffic, I loved it because it forced us to just go slowly, right? And I think that kind of represents a lot of what has happened this year, right? A lot of external factors keeping us enclosed, right? So we weren't able to go outside and walk around the neighborhood. We were staying in our car and driving around. But as a result of being in the car, having the music on, and going slowly, sort of like caravan style all around the neighborhood, we got to enjoy it more. In fact, we got to really slow down and look at everything in detail, whereas sometimes we just kind of, breeze by. And I think that's a lot of what has happened this year for all of us. I mean, let me know if you agree, but this year has definitely slowed us down, and I think that's a good thing. It allows us to appreciate more of the things that we do have access to. It's definitely allowed us to spend a lot more time together, and it allows us to think more deeply about what we can be grateful for in the future, right? So I'm just thankful that that this year, although crazy for sure and terrible in so many ways, there's a lot of bright spots within it too, right? Slow 2020. Steve waves hi. Hi, Steve. Disco lane. Oh, you have a disco lane? I like the sound of that. That sounds cool. Our Christmas meal includes lechon, cebuano, kare kare, embotito, suman, ham, and more. So you must be in the Philippines, Ono. Am I correct? Or at least Filipino. We go out to eat every Christmas Eve before places close, then look at the lights. Did this year, but no meal out since we're in COVID, of course. But that's cool. That sounds awesome. Great memory for my family was making Mexican hot chocolate. Yo, that's sick. One of my favorite Christmas traditions that we do is we typically bake together as a family. We're doing that today. In fact, we're going to have a Flynn family holiday baking championship. So Kai is in charge of this. She's only 8, but she came up with this idea, and this is something that we've done for the past couple years, and it's going to be really fun because we are going to each create our own thing. She comes up with the themes. I don't know how she's going to do it this year, and we each have to decorate or build something that we then all taste test, just like those holiday baking championships on television, and then we just kind of have fun and then pass out. Like we just have so much sugar, it's ridiculous. Hey Archer, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy Wonder Woman Day. Yo, Wonder Woman is out, 1984, and I'm so looking forward to that. Heard such good things about it. We are also, I hear the kids laughing. We are also, what are we also gonna do? We're gonna watch Soul. Pixar's new movie is out today on Disney Plus, Soul, and I'm so excited for that. If it's anything like Inside Out, I mean, I'm going to be probably crying, laughing, and just an emotional mess later. My 20-year-old made cookies for Santa. Nice. AM. That's awesome. Sweet. In my family, says Bernard, we always set up the Christmas tree during the day and clean it up a bit. Also, fish and meat salads for lunch due to summer heat. German celebration is on the 24th in the evening. Wow. That's incredible. Ligia says, we separate our gift to open at 3 different times to stretch out the fun. I really like that. We open on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Epiphany. Dia de los Reyes. Amazing. Thank you, Ligia, for sharing that. We always watch our favorite Christmas movies, of course. Home Alone, Elf. What did we watch last night? Oh, yesterday was Keone's birthday. So get this. So he got to choose all the meals that we were going to eat. And he also got to choose the movie that we were going to watch while eating dinner last night. So for dinner, we had Shake Shack, because he's a burger guy. He loves his burgers, so we had Shake Shack last night while watching the ultimate Christmas movie, Inception. It's not a Christmas movie, obviously. But Keone was like, I want to watch Inception. And we're like, okay. Trucker. What's up, Trucker? Merry Christmas to you. We don't open one on Christmas Eve, yes. And yes, we have a sizing chart on the site for the merch, Elton, patflynn.com/merch. I think we're going to watch Die Hard later after dinner. At what age would be the minimum that you would allow your kid to watch Die Hard? Even if you don't have kids, like, take a guess. I don't know. But yes, we watched Inception. I absolutely love that movie. Mind blown every single time I watch it, and I learn new things every single time, and I've seen it at least a dozen times. And Keone just picks up on it so quickly. He's so good at understanding these concepts and such that are oftentimes tricky. And the problem with that, however, is with every movie, he sees these connections and then he shares them out loud, during the movie while we're trying to listen to dialogue or something, and he's just like, oh, that's because it's the whatever, right? Like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme. That's him, literally, every movie, even little kids' movies. And we have to shush him a bunch. That's a problem. Kai's issue with movies is that if she's seen the movie before, she does he just turned 11. 12.5 years old, 15 years old, 12. Okay, so the kids aren't quite there yet. My son is 15. Kaoni is like a tiny adult. Kai's issue with movies is that if she's seen it before, she'd be like, "Ooh, this is my favorite part. I can't wait. Make sure you watch this." And we're just like, let us like have the surprise, please. But we know she wants to share it and she's exciting, so we have to balance, like, we don't want her to not get excited and want to share things with people, but we also want her to have empathy for those who have yet to see a movie and not take away the surprise from them, right? Crazy. Inception, yes. Birthday Inception. Thank you for all the birthdays for him, by the way. There's a new Christopher Nolan, right? Tenet. I don't know if y'all seen Tenet yet. Don't spoil it for me, but I'm really looking forward to that because it has to do with time, right? And the fact that Tenet, T-E-N-E-T, can be spelled the same front and backwards, I know that has something to do with it, which I'm really excited about. Anyway, sounds like your son is a great critical thinker. He is. In fact, there was a... they don't do grades at their school, but they do, like, progress reports on certain things, right? So, critical math, problem solving, you know, all the categories, right? And one of those categories was, you know, critical thinking from nonfiction, specifically. And he's scoring at an 8th grade level at 5th grade, which is crazy. The other stuff, he's like 5th and 6th and just normal. So he does have a knack for that, for sure, which is pretty cool. He loves to talk about history. He loves to try to understand why things are the way they are. That's pretty cool. Tenet was very enjoyable. Thank you. They do have a Christmas... We saw that, Ryan. They do have a Christmas horror movie called Krampus. Yeah, probably. What a ditch, right? I'm not just going to do a Christmas movie. I'm going to do a horror Christmas movie. I mean, we talk about the riches are being in the niches all the time, but I mean, that's like... Hey, man. A lot of people love their horror movies, right? The Inception movie always leaves me wondering if I'm dreaming. Yeah, that combined with Keanu's other favorite movie, The Matrix. It's like, is this even real? Is this even real right now? Are we simulations? We don't have to talk about that right now. But there's some math behind it. Chances are, never mind. I'm not going to go there. Merry Xmas, Pat and group. Thank you, Gov Kid. Good to see you, my friend. Hello from South Africa. Happy holidays. Yo, I'm so glad that like there's a ton of you here in the chat with me today, and it's just cool to hang out with my other family here, and that's you. And I appreciate you for sharing. Caleb says Nightmare Before Christmas. Of course, Nightmare Before Christmas. But we watched that for Halloween, and it's funny because we have these really cool Halloween decorations that are Nightmare Before Christmas. These like cutout things that just we always get complimented on, but then we take them down to put in our Christmas decorations. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, it is also a Christmas movie. We could just literally keep those things up and maybe put some Santa hats on them or something, and then we'd be fine. And then we'd have less work. See, smart passive decorating. That's what this is about. Smart passive decorating, for sure. My husband loves Krampus, says Kristen. Watching Krampus today. Wow, you guys are crazy. I have not seen it, though. I have not seen it. That's kind of freaky, though. Should we share Krampus with the kids? That's the big question. Can you imagine if I do that? And, like, now they're, like, afraid of Santa Claus. That'd be crazy. Now, Santa's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. We were tracking him yesterday, actually. There was an app where we could see where in the world he was. And then the kids went to bed, and the last thing they asked was, where is Santa now? And we showed him on the app. There's an app that shows you where Santa is, right? What about Frozen? Frozen is a great movie. I loved that movie. And then I got sick of that movie because it just played so much. And my kids were both into it for a very long time. And so I love the movie. The music to me is unreal. The storyline is incredible. It definitely didn't go where I thought it was going to go, especially the first time I saw it. I thought it was brilliant, and then just got so overplayed. And then at Disneyland, back when it was still open, they had at the theater in California, in California Adventureland, the Hyperion Theater, they played Aladdin for years. Our absolute favorite thing to do in California Adventure was to go and watch Aladdin at the Hyperion Theater, and it's epic. That actually reminds me, one time I was there, and I was talking to my family, and a person in the seats right in front of us turns around and goes, oh my gosh, are you Pat Flynn? And it was super awkward because we were in the middle of a play, and it's like, I was with my family, but they were being very nice. It was just like unexpected. Anyway, Frozen replaced Aladdin at the Hyperion Theater, and that kind of hurt. It kind of hurt because Aladdin is or one of my, if not the #1 Disney movie, old school Disney movie, for me at least. I mean, there's a reason why Kai's middle name is Jasmine. Keone's middle name is not Aladdin, but yeah. I'm ashamed to admit, but I've never seen Frozen, says EJ. Ah, my wife's name is Elsa, so we saw Frozen a few times. Elsa? Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman. Okay, bye. It's so good. So yeah, kind of upset that they took away the Aladdin from us, but it's not about us, obviously. And we actually saw Frozen in the Hyperion Theater in California Adventure, and this was like the first week it came out, right? We had annual passes. I think this was 2017, and it was a mess, like an absolute. It was bad. The actors had forgotten lines, which is like super rare. I think it was like a complete offhand moment. And then there were technical issues. They had to stop the play like 4 times for technical difficulties. And it was just like completely, like we saw it again later. It was flawless. So, I think there was just first week jitters or something like that. A Christmas Story? Of course, A Christmas Story. What do you think of the live action Aladdin? Says Oh No. Great question. So this is the one with, of course, none other than Will Smith. I think he played a great genie. I love the music, even the additional songs. It just didn't feel like the original. I think they maybe took it a little bit too far beyond. So on one spectrum, you have like, The Lion King live action. And The Lion King live action, like, literally was frame to frame the exact same as the movie. And I'm like, well, that's you might as well just watch the regular, because that's way better. And even then, the CGI wasn't great. There were a lot of things that were sort of lacking with it a little bit. Even though, like, on the surface, it looks really good. But that's, like, frame by frame. And then Aladdin was, like, not frame by frame at all. Same storyline, obviously, but, there were good moments. But I don't know. It just didn't sit right to me. And, of course, it's really hard when you touch the classics like that, right? I'm trying to think of... Like, I like stories like Tangled, which... #1 are animated, but #2 take the story of Rapunzel, but like have a really, really good new additional storyline to go along with it. It's taking the same themes. Aladdin was like not quite to that level of different, but with something so classic, you didn't really want to touch it, but they touched it too much, right? I don't know. They need new ideas. There was a lot of reboots for sure. I think Toy Story 4 was... I remember hearing about Toy Story 4, and they were saying things like, oh, we weren't going to touch the trilogy because it ended so perfectly, right? But the producers and everybody got together, and they're just like, we had this pitch for this idea, and it was so good that we had to do it anyway. And I was like, wow, it's going to be great then. And then I watched it, and I was just like, it was good, like every other Toy Story movie, but it wasn't necessary. Gosh, I hope they don't make a Back to the Future 4, which they won't, but Kathy says the Lion King stage production. Yes, the Lion King stage production. So good. Were they about like this? That's how the lions like kind of bow to each other. They go like that. And trust me, it looks weird, but when you're on stage and you have this costume, it's beautiful. Yeah. Oh, and the way they do some of the scenes, it's ridiculous. Have not seen Frozen on Broadway. Have seen Aladdin on Broadway several times. Love it. And Lion King a couple times. Money, right? Cute IG PJ pick. Thank you, Scooby. Merry Christmas, Dr. Tanya. Thank you. Oh, man, yeah. There's definitely no snow here in San Diego, that's for sure. And hey, chat, we're going to go for about 15 more minutes. I just wanted to say hi and check in and just... I'm reliving and remembering some things that I hadn't even thought about for such a long time, and I have you to thank for that. And this is super fun. Back to the Future 4, the Christmas present. No, Market Slice. That's blasphemy. That is absolutely blasphemy. Whoever directs that and agrees to it, absolute nincompoop. We don't want that. Did you see Hamilton? Yes. Oh my gosh. Hamilton on Broadway. Saw it here in San Diego. And dude, so good. So good. Hamilton's one of my favorite. Absolutely. I don't know if you saw it on Disney Plus, but it is on Disney Plus, or at least it was. And that was really interesting because it was just a filming of the theater version. And it was interesting because it was actually not all filmed all the way through. There was some parts from, like, you could tell that sometimes the costumes are a bit different, even though they cut, because they're actually taking multiple parts from multiple trials and then putting them together. It was so good. Let's see. What else has been going on? What else did the kids get for Christmas? We got the family edition of What Would You Meme? Or What Do You Meme? If you don't know what Do You Meme is, it's like a game, sort of like Cards Against Humanity, but obviously this is the family-friendly version of one that's a little bit different. And this is from a game originally called What Do You Meme? And this game requires a person to put down a card that has a picture. And the picture could be something like a meme. And then we all have cards in our hands of different sayings, and we each put our best saying to go with that picture, like a meme. And then whoever's in charge of that round gets to pick their favorite without knowing whose it was, and then that person gets a point. And this is the family-friendly version, so I'm really excited to play that. Kai got this game. There's this brother duo on YouTube called Colin's Key. They came out with their own product, and their product was this game where you spin a wheel, sort of like our wheel here. And today's Friday, by the way. I guess we're not going to have a wheel this Friday, but I do want to spend this I do want to select a new secret word for next week, and we'll do that at the end here. We had a good run. We played. We didn't have to play Watch Your Mouth because I got nincompoop in every single day. That one I was a little worried about. What's up, Just Poking Fun? Thank you for coming in today. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. And I hope you're pulling all the Pokemon cards that you're hoping you get. I have some packs to open later too. So, and I'm also in the middle of a video, and we're doing some fun things with it. In fact, I don't want to reveal anymore because I'm going to save it. So anyway, I had said that my next video was going to come out in January on the channel. We're over 500 subs. I think we're at 522 subs on the new channel with just one trailer video. And it's interesting because I've gotten more messages from people in the community who I had never spoken to before, who are reaching out to me on Instagram and saying, hey, loved the trailer, let's chat. And that's the power of a very purposeful trailer that, number one, immediately captures people's attention, number two, gets people talking, and number three, has some exciting things about what's to come. So people are reaching out, and it's super cool. Super cool. Saw the classic board game Operation. Almost just bought it. Wow. That's old school. I hated that game because I always hit the edges, and it would be like, eek, and it would just scare the crap out of me every time. The nose would turn red. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. Gotta go. My kids are wondering why I'm watching you. No offense, LOL. Take care. No worries. Go get your dad. Rescue him from me. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you. And again, if you have to leave, please, no worries whatsoever. We're going to go for about 10 more minutes here. Samson in the house. Yo, Samson, welcome in. Merry Christmas. High five. And so glad you're here with us today. Hope you're feeling well. So yeah, video's going very well. I'm in the middle of just shooting some fun videos for the next, I'm shooting some fun scenes, if you will, or B-roll for the next video. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see, what are we doing this afternoon? So we're gonna have some pizza for lunch, and then this evening I'm gonna be cooking a nice full chicken, a whole chicken with stuffing, mushroom green bean casserole, and gravy. So yeah, that's dinner for tonight. That's dinner. Awesome. All right, so how about we finish up by picking this secret word that we were going to pick. So I'm going to create a new document here. And if y'all just want to just spam me with all kinds of different words that you want to see on the wheel for a secret word that we're going to use next for the whole next 7 days. So this is, if you don't know what this is, I have a secret word that I always have to include in every stream. We select a new one every Friday. Today's Friday, just realized. So we're going to select a new word, and we're going to have to use that word in every single stream, no matter what. And I have to do it like organically, not just like, hey, the secret word is blank. I have to fit it into something. And you heard me say nincompoop earlier. That was the secret word of the last 7 days. So we're going to go again. Ungulate? I have no idea what that is. All right, ungulate, resolutions, cowabunga, epiphany, awesome sauce, bamboozled. Again, that one comes up every week. Shazam, discombobulated, regulations, terrestrial. No, that's a hard one. I've gotten lucky, like nincompoop, not terrible. The one before, what was the one before that? I can't even remember what it was. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. Cumulative. Oh my, I can't even say that. Cumulative. Oh, I better not get that one. The collection term for hooved animals. Okay. Diddly squat. I hope I get that one. I like that one. Ratatouille. Nice. Let's see. Adagio. Isn't that where you, in music, like make everything a little bit smoother? Adagio. Mandalorian. I can't keep up with the words changing every week. Fortissimo. That was a bonus one, I think. There was another one. Comeuppance. What is that? The act of coming up. This the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I have discombobulated already. What's Mactub? Thanos. Yada. 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 Bumfuzzle. Oh, I don't know what that means, but that doesn't sound good. Bumfuzzle. Balderdash. Shinigami. Festivus. For the rest of us. Espresso. Shenanigans. What's Syzygy? Market slice. What is that? I thought you were just typing random letters. Like YouTube thought you were typing random letters. It wasn't even letting it come through. Someone getting just their desserts. Comeuppance. Oh my god. These are any of these metamorphosis? Oh my gosh. This is so bad. This is gonna be bad. Galactic. Cranberry. I used it today. Prudential. Hashtag not sponsored. I'm not going to use that XY one. WYSIWYG. Sure, I can do that one, though. What you see is what you get. Infinity. Maktub is an Arabic word which literally means written. It means fate or destiny. Okay, well, it's on there. Wait, is it on there? Sure, Maktub. In astronomy, Syzygy is a straight line configuration of 3 or more celestial bodies in a gravitational system. Fine, I'll do that one. SYGYZY. Wow. Wasn't Jupiter and Saturn in alignment very recently? Which also means we were in alignment with them, right? If maybe not. Bifocals. Inconceivable. Princess Bride, right? Let's see. Garbolo? Oh god, doppelganger. Okay. 2 more. Karma. I like that one. And we got shenanigans already. Intolerable. All right. We have a whole bunch of words. I'm going to copy them, and I'm going to paste them onto the wheel of names. So excuse me 1 second. We're going to stop the music. And I totally probably just got copyright stricken, but that's okay. Let's see. Wheel of names. And let's share the screen here. All right. These were some of the words from last week. As you can see, conundrum, altruistic, bamboozle, potato, taco, Samsonite. Let's paste the new ones. We got 39 entries, y'all. 39 entries. Let's see what the secret word is going to be for next week. I am scared. Please, God. What's it going to be? Okay. Festivus. What? All right. Hang on. What does that even mean? I mean, I have an idea of what it might mean. Okay, let's remove that one and pick a bonus one. We're gonna pick a bonus one. It's spinning. This is like, if I can get it in, fine. If not, no penalty. Ungulate. Oh, I was hoping for intolerable. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. You guys are something else. You guys are something else. Festivus for the rest of us. It just means a celebration, right? Right? Festivus. Oh, it's literally a holiday as an alternative to the pressures and commercialism of Christmas season. The Seinfeld holiday for airing grievances. Okay, so it's from Seinfeld. Got it. I'll have to watch that episode then. Jeez. The word festivus in Latin means excellent, jovial, lively, and derives from festus, meaning joyous holiday feast day. Festivus, in a sense, was coined by the elder O'Keefe. It is now celebrated on December 23rd, as depicted in the Seinfeld episode written by younger O'Keefe. Ah. Great. And then, let's see, our bonus word. Ungulate, an animal. Members of a diverse clade of primary large mammals with hooves. Wow, that was Martin, right? These include odd-toed ungulates. Ungulate? It's ungulate, right? It's ungulate. To me, that sounds like... Should I expect Watch Your Mouth next week? Yes. For sure. Could have been worse, yes. All right. Okay. Ungulate sounds like you're like dry heaving, right? I'm ungulating. That's what it sounds like to me. Hashtag knowledge. Don't ungulate on Christmas. This will translate to a lot of Watch Your Mouth next Friday. Apparently Pat found the same source. I have never heard of that word. Okay. Well, let's all, I don't even know. I'm trying to fit it in right now to practice. It's not working. Okay. Chad, I'm going to have to work on this. Maybe I just do a whole episode tomorrow about Seinfeld and then just mention this episode. And then that's how I'll get out of it, at least for one day. Anyway, hey, y'all, we're going to end since it is Christmas. And I wanted to say thank you so much for your time, your attention, your gratitude. And just, I'm so grateful for you. And I want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas, a very happy holiday, a very amazing Festivus if you've already celebrated that. And whether you are on 2 feet or 4, like some ungulates, I want to say Merry Christmas. You're amazing. And yeah. Appreciate you. Anyway, take care, y'all. Thank you. Happy holidays.
This is the income stream. to
Oh,
help you
man.
achieve your dream. All while we keep it clean. This is the income stream. It's the kind of show where you can come and go, but then you leave inspired with no fee required. The income stream with Pat Flynn.
All right, thanks everybody. You're the best. Enjoy the day. Have some great food. Have lots of love. You know there's love being sent from this side of the world, and thank you. I'm feeling it from yours. So appreciate you. Ciao. Have a great day. And again, Merry Christmas. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific. Right here. Peace out, y'all. Team Flynn for the win.